Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news, topics, discussion, debates, all that kind of good stuff. I am your host, Alexis Carrillo. SummerSlam is going to have a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship involving the champion Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. And my big question for WWE, my big question for all of you listening is why, oh why, oh why? Why are we having this match once again? Okay? Why is WWE booking this match in the same way again, yet again? Okay, because Ziggler, great performer. Rollins, great, extraordinary performer. I have no doubt their match is going to be amazing, just like it was at Extreme Rules. And yes, there is some unfinished business, because at Extreme Rules we all saw how Dolph Ziggler took advantage over the fact that Drew McIntyre caused a distraction. Ziggler rolled Rollins up, allowing Ziggler to win that Iron Man match with underhanded tactics, hence the rematch. But here's the thing, they've been telling the exact same story for months now. The exact same fairy tale, okay? Rollins is the underdog babyface. He lost the title because of McIntyre interfering in his match, in his defense with Ziggler. And every time he's challenged Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, McIntyre has gotten involved, thus helping Ziggler retain. Why should we believe that's not going to happen yet again at SummerSlam? Why? WWE has not done anything to prove this point wrong. Now, there may come a time during the match at SummerSlam where McIntyre is thrown out of the ringside area by the referee, like in every single title match before it. That's happened every single time. Why should we believe anything else? And why should we believe Seth Rollins is going to come out Intercontinental Champion out of all of this? Just so we can have yet another rematch on Raw? Just so we can have yet another rematch at the next pay-per-view? I'm not saying I don't love matches between Ziggler and Rollins. I love them. They're great. They're great at what they do. They're great storytellers. They are great performers. But you're telling the exact same story every single time. It gets tiring. It's another way of, how creative in WWE has just run out of ideas. Rightfully so, since they have to write about 110, 120 different scripts a year. Things get repetitive. But why do you repeat matches? See, this is why I believe that WWE and any wrestling company should instate the fact that if a champion loses, there is no rematch. Because with a rematch, the only story to tell, and every story that they tell, is the champion wants to get his title back. That story is so predictable. That story is something that everyone gets, okay? Why not have the champion lose? He doesn't have a rematch. He goes back to the end of the line. He works to get his rematch back. That's the story. He overcomes the odds. That's the story. Then he gets the rematch. Then he might have his title back. That's a story that I think and maybe a lot of fans would be invested in. But then Dean Ambrose returns to Monday Night Raw, returns to the WWE this past Monday, and it appears that Dean Ambrose is going to be in Seth Rollins' corner, and that changes everything because it modifies a little bit of the story. Now we just know that we know that Drew McIntyre is not going to be the only one causing interference during the match. And Drew McIntyre might be the only one, and this is my idea of what's going to happen. Drew McIntyre is going to be the only one to be, ejected out from the ringside area, leaving Dean Ambrose in Seth Rollins' corner for the remainder of the match. Now, here's the thing. With Dean Ambrose's return, there's a lot of fans theorizing about how Dean Ambrose is going to turn on Seth Rollins and cost him his Intercontinental title shot at SummerSlam. And yes, that would make sense. Simply put, Dean Ambrose got injured early this year, and Seth Rollins took advantage of that in Dean Ambrose's mind and went on his solo career. And he could play the "you didn't care about me" card, and you could build up a blood feud amongst them. Do I think that's going to happen? Do I think that's the role, that's the way WWE is going to go to? Maybe, perhaps. What I am sure about is that one way or another, whether it be at SummerSlam or on the Monday Night Raw after, Dean Ambrose will turn on Seth Rollins. That I am perfectly clear about, and I will predict that Dean Ambrose does indeed betray Seth Rollins this Sunday at SummerSlam. Who do I think walks out Intercontinental Champion? I think Ziggler, 100%, well, not 100%, 99.9% of the time, because like I said, anyone in any single match has a very small chance of actually winning the match. But anyway, Ziggler walks out Intercontinental Champion. That's my prediction. That's my thoughts. That's what I'm going to go with come this Sunday in Brooklyn. What's your thoughts? What's your predictions? What are your thoughts on this storyline? What are your thoughts on the proposition I just made right here on this video? Leave your thoughts below. Comment below. We are covering here SummerSlam previews all week long leading up to the biggest party of the summer. Leave your thoughts below. Subscribe to the channel. That's it for me. Till next time.